What up, people? So today, one of my family members sent me this video, and I thought it was interesting, so I'm gonna do a reaction to it. Let's do it.
The case of Mayhorn versus Hatton. Mr. Mayhorn, you are suing Mr. Hatton for $10,000 for alienation of affection because you say he had inappropriate relations with your wife. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Please explain.
I have been a member of the church where the pastor, Marcus Hayton.
Pastor? Oh.
For the past 7 years. I met the love of my life there. And I knew once we met that Marcus would be the one to officiate our wedding.
Officiate.
About 3 years into our marriage, we started having a few problems because I had some medical issues, we were struggling financially, and we both being leaders in the church decided we need to go see our pastor for counseling. Marcus suggested that we do counseling individually before we came together to do something collaborative. So we both agreed. About 3 weeks later, I did notice that she started to seem a little bit happier, you know, better spirits. And
you thought it was working?
I thought it was working. And then a little while later, she came to me saying that she wanted to go down to Greenwood to be with her mother for the weekend. So I'm thinking, okay, baby, do what you gotta do. Well, not long after that, I'm at the church going over some financial issues with the church secretary, and she hands me an invoice with my name on it for a hotel in Greenwood the same time that my wife was down there. She says Marcus gave it to her.
Wait a minute. So you found out through some church records that the church secretary gave you.
Yes, ma'am.
That your pastor had been
yes, ma'am.
away with your wife?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Hatton, what do you say to this? Well, you took advantage of the couple seeking counseling?
Well, first of all, Your Honor, I want to apologize for being in your court today. I've been a pastor for 25 years serving the community. The deacon here and his wife are members of my congregation. Him and his wife came to me for counseling. Now, I do know the preacher, I do know the deacon, and he kind of has a little rigid personality. So I assume that we're going to have problems considering the fact that we can't get
you can't
any
keep your
word.
Johnson and your Brick brothers,
We
brother.
can't get any words
Oh, okay,
through.
Mr. Mayhorn.
That man is mad.
Are you denying that you had
No, I'm not
sex
denying
with his
it,
wife?
but there's an explanation for everything.
So you're not denying it?
I'm not.
You're admitting it?
I admit it.
You said there's an explanation.
There's an explanation
What could
for
that be, Pastor?
Well, I'm a pastor, but I am a heterosexual man.
That's a key
so
part.
his wife would come into these private sessions dressing very provocatively. So yeah, she caught my attention and she was flirting with me.
She is a deaconess of the church. You've seen her
This
before
is true.
that.
This is true. This is true. And this is where it comes to my apologizing for that. Also, I would have to say that I talked to the man upstairs and I begged him to understand that I saw the wrongs in my ways and please forgive me. And knowing that I am a pastor and that he is a member of my congregation, I want to do right. So I'm here saying that I am agreeing with him in terms of that, but I'm not going. This is not him. It's his wife, Your Honor. It's that Jezebel is the reason I'm here.
You narcissistic, gaslighting son of a biscuit eater. Stop
Hold on. Mr. Mayhorn.
Is that the way you talk to your pastor?
it. You not
Or
my
you
pastor.
talk to your friend that way?
You not my pastor. You not a friend.
Oh, of course I'm not
Not
your
a
pastor.
friend.
Let's
Because
get
you do
some
not
order.
to my congregation
no, you
anymore.
not.
Let's
friend.
get some order. Let's get some order. So, Pastor Hatton,
Yes.
you are agreeing and you are admitting that you had a sexual relationship with Mr. Mayhorn's wife.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, at least he's not denying it. I'm not going to address the obvious right now, but did you guys hear him saying, "Oh, it's not my fault. She was dressing all provocatively. It's not me. It's your wife who decided to pay attention to me." And then what happened? You slipped and fall right into her bedroom? What happened there? No, I'm sorry. I never buy this story. It's the same kind of thinking as, oh, because she dressed like this, I can talk to her any which way. No, it doesn't work like this. It doesn't give you any right whatsoever. Even if a woman expresses interest in you, you know she's married. You know she's her sister that you're supposed to actually correct in a loving manner. Not this loving, the other loving, the brotherly love, not this kind of love. Back to the case.
He is suing you for alienation of affection.
Whatever
Why
that
should
means.
you?
How can he sue me for something that I didn't do to him personally?
Your Honor,
He needs to sue his wife.
It's called alienation of
Well,
affection.
man, he needs to sue his
He
wife. I
says
didn't
his
force
wife.
her to have sex with me.
Well, but you were a party to
It
it.
doesn't matter. It takes
Go
two.
back to how you found
A party
out
means
about
it's
this,
more than
Mr.
one
Mayhorn. How
person.
did you figure all
Come
this
on,
out?
let's be real about that.
I was working with the church secretary, Miss Betty Jones. She handed me an invoice showing that with my name on it. I do have it here for your records. I could.
I'd like to see it.
Backstabbing.
That's that. Oh.
Miss Jones.
Can you give me all your evidence that you brought to court, please?
Thank you.
Thank you. So this is the hotel bill?
That's also my food delivery bill because subsequently my wife left me. She told me she didn't want to be married with me anymore. So now I got to cook for myself. I got to clean my own house.
So you don't know how to cook and clean?
You know what?
The pastor got a point.
Your mama.
All right, do you have any
If
evidence
your
for me,
wife
sir?
leave you, they all got
Evidence in terms of what, man?
Evidence that you bring to court to prove your case.
This is my word against.
Why
I already
would you bring from
admitted
your
that
word?
I had relations with his wife.
That's exactly right. But
You
you
already
said
told
a
me you had
Jezebel
sex
spirit? I
with her.
thought you might have
Okay,
brought
yeah,
in
so we
something
can
to
get
prove,
into that.
to
We can
prove that
definitely.
you were not intentional in this. Because if you intentionally came between him and his wife, that's the basis for alienation of affection.
In the future.
Well,
And now your
bull.
witness is standing. I'd like to hear from her, Mr. Mayhorn.
This is bull.
State your name for the record, ma'am.
Yes, my name is Betty Jones.
Hello, Ms. Jones. What would you like to add to this?
I would like to add that I have been the church secretary for over 25 years. Nothing comes to the church I will not see.
Okay.
So I was taken aback when this receipt came to the church, and I knew Mr. Mayhorn had not been away. The receipt was in his name, and I knew the pastor had been away.
Okay, stop. I want to understand this. You saw a receipt. Whose name was on the receipt?
The name on the receipt was Mr. Mayhorn.
Okay. So how did you come to realize that the pastor was responsible for this receipt?
Because he gave it to me.
Oh.
And I had already had an inkling that something was transpiring between the pastor and
You know, I
Mr.
can give you just
Mayhorn's
one
wife.
receipt. You are the church secretary, so you are in charge of all the receipts. And if you had any problem with anything that I did, you could have came to me. We wouldn't been here today.
Pastor Hatton,
Yes, ma'am.
you're not giving no sermon in here, and you're definitely not yelling at no women. So bring it down a notch.
Yes, ma'am.
One of the first signs of a narcissist is he blames for his misfortunes anyone but himself. So at first, he said that that's the plaintiff's wife who initiated the relationship. Okay. Then he blames this lady that he ended up in the courtroom. I'm sorry, I feel the only reason you guys ended up in the courtroom is because you should have kept your pants zipped. And I don't know what kind of cult he's running. This is no church. This is embarrassment. This is a brothel. And now he's attacking everyone. He attacked this man who's the plaintiff, although it seems like both of them are hot-headed. And now he's attacking his
attacked him because
secretary,
he's being
who's supposed
attacked.
to just keep it quiet. I wonder what else was going on in that church. To be honest with you, I'm afraid to hear the answer. Let's go back.
It was
Been attacked.
impossible for
So
me
he's
to
gonna
go
attack them
to
too.
him because I had already done something amiss myself. I had been in a relationship with the pastor.
Oh, so this is jealousy.
And he promised to me that I was the only person. But when I found out I wasn't the only person, I was highly perturbed.
Well, listen, Ben, if you're going to tell the truth, tell the whole truth. The only reason you said anything to this man is because you were jealous.
No.
Because I was with his wife and not with you.
No.
Be honest.
The church secretary just said, not only are you sleeping with the deacon's wife, you were sleeping with her too. And you didn't deny it.
Don't deny any of it.
What kind of pastoring are you doing?
Well, I'll say this. I'm not the first pastor you heard anything like that about.
Oh, actually you are.
No,
This is
you're
an
not.
easy
No,
case.
you're not. Bishop Eddie and all them dang on
Easy
people
because
touching
you've
them
admitted
boys and Bishop Eddie
that
and all
you
that stuff
slept
that
with his
came out.
wife.
That is
Yes.
no way the
And
only person
under
you
the
heard
law,
doing
you
this.
intentionally
Stop
do
it.
that when you
Stop
know
it.
they're married. You even knew their marriage was going through a bit of a rocky time. They came to you for help, for counsel. And instead, I always say this, do not seek counsel under the covers. And that's exactly where you led Ms. Mayhorn.
wasn't
And it is for
intentional.
that,
That's not fair.
It is for that reason, I'm done hearing from you. It is for that reason, it
That's
has
not fair.
been determined by this court that we are ruling in favor of the plaintiff for $10,000. Pay it. And if I were you, I would step down as pastor. I don't think this is a role you take seriously or you value, and God don't like ugly. Court is
You don't
adjourned.
supposed to judge people.
Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, but today
all that
is the
stuff you
day of
saying in here today,
recompense.
you
You
say that
giving
stuff
up
to me
the
when we
money,
get outside,
chump.
all right?
You giving up the
All that
money,
stuff
chump.
you saying
You giving
now,
up
you
the
say
money,
that when we
chump.
get
All
outside.
right, so now we heard the case. There's a couple key phrases in there that they seem to be overlooking. Okay, so my main problem with the whole situation is they coming down on the pastor, but tell me one thing. Let's be for real. Name one Bible verse in the Bible where it says that any pastor or anyone that's preaching the word of God is 100% perfect. See, the problem is y'all holding these people in high esteem. You hold judges in high esteem. You hold police people in high esteem. You hold pastors in high esteem. You hold your parents in high esteem. But at the end of the day, they all human. He said, yes, I'm a pastor, but I'm also a heterosexual male. His wife was coming to the counseling wearing provocative clothes and flirting. That does not say he is perfect. That does not say he was not going to give in to temptation, because he is a human, meaning that humans are imperfect and we're all searching for perfection. We're all imperfect, searching for perfection. So the fact that they're going after him this hard is a little weird to me. And the only reason why I'm saying that, because at the end of the day, that man's wife was already on the outs of leaving him. If you got to go to counseling, that means somebody's already on the way out the door. And just let's make this clear. He didn't date rape her. He didn't coerce her in any way without her starting it first. He didn't rape her. It was no drugs involved. So that means she willingly gave up the goodies. Okay, so let's say that one more time. In order for a man to be able to get to the goodies, the lady has to be okay with it. So she was okay with it. So the fact that they just blaming the pastor is wrong, because she is the one who initiated it. The reason why I say that, because he said he saw her plenty of times until they started doing counseling, right? If they started doing counseling and she was doing that, then she was initiating it, meaning she wanted to be with the pastor. Now, the pastor could have made a better choice. I will say that. I'm not against him at that. I'm not saying I'm not on board with him for what he did. Everybody make mistakes. But at the end of the day, that man still is a human just like she is. And another thing that I don't like is the fact that if it's okay to sue the pastor for his alienating of affection, why he ain't suing the wife? Because she knew she was married to that man. She willingly knew she was married to that man before she went out and did what she did. And let's say one more thing. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there and say, I don't think it mattered who was the counselor. If it was a male and she was alone with him, I felt like she was gonna do the same thing with somebody else. Now, my problem is, It's a whole bunch of people that got cheated on. The fact that they can sue you for what their spouse did is some BS. Because she willingly knowing she cheated on him. He should be suing the wife. And I got a good feeling the wife don't have money is the reason why he came after the pastor. And also because of the secretary, because she butthurt because of what happened. And I get it. He told her she was the only one and he didn't. And she found proof. It's the reason why they came after the pastor too. It's because if the wife had money, you would never see the pastor in court at all. Name one person who break up with their spouse and don't have to cook and clean for themselves. How is it okay for you to only sue the pastor or whatever you doing and not the wife when she the one who initiated the whole thing? I feel like y'all giving the wife a pass because you coming after the pastor. Yes, the pastor know he was wrong, but y'all got to stop doing that. Y'all got to stop holding the pastor in such high esteem because y'all forget that at the end of the day, he's still human. I've had something similar happen like this to a church I was going to, and the pastor and his wife had it, and then he left. And we kept telling him, bro, don't worry about it because at the end of the day, everybody make mistakes. We're not perfect. We're not perfect. And he ended up leaving and going to start his congregation elsewhere. Whatever, put it in the comments what you think. You might not agree with what I'm saying, but at the end of the day, just be for real. It takes two, because she said it's a party of. A party means there's more than one person. You can't have a party with one person. So it is what it is. But thank you for watching. Please hit the bell notification. Just do me a favor. Turn off my post notifications and turn them back on and share it. I don't even care if you comment. I don't even care if you like it. Just share it and turn the post notifications on, please. And there's more videos to come. Like I said, if you feel anything or if you got anything to say, just leave it in the comments. Until then, I'll catch you in the next one.